Fade in on Harbor Vale, a sleepy town in coastal Maine. Its residents continually harrowed by an unyielding mist that intrudes from the Atlantic. And, much like the town, veiled by this persistent precipitation, its residents veil secrets of their own.
Secrets of an ancestral curse, and the desire to embrace it.
Secrets of justice, distributed in the shadows.
Secrets of newfound duty, and a life left behind.
Secrets of bestial instinct, clawing its way to the surface.
And as we cast our eyes towards these silent secrets, we shall delve even deeper into what truly transpires down by the bay. Hello, and welcome to These Silent Secrets. My name is Zach, and I'll be your MC. Where last we left off, the Soup Group had settled in for a quiet night after rescuing Jason, and into a morning of tension, as Kanan and Jason worked on having breakfast and getting things settled. Avery and Isla got into things just a little bit about where their priorities sit in regards to using the artifacts to help the people in need. Before we dive into the episodes, as per usual, a couple of big thank yous to get through. First and foremost to Chase Greenlee and Ghostlight Me for hosting us, making sure our show goes out on time. For all of you, we love you so much. Thank you very, very much. To Doc Adam VO for working on our transcripts. Thank you very much. You can find links to those in the description of the episode. And of course, to Nicole Tuttle-Robb for scoring our episodes, making our merch, doing our social media. She's an all-star. And you very well might have heard her in the background coughing a little bit because she and I are both home with COVID right now. So, fun stuff. But with all that out of the way, all that is left is the episode. So, let us dive into this episode of These Silent Secrets Down by the Bay. Argo Taco. Yeah, you get upstairs. Kanan and Jason, do you pull like the act like you weren't totally listening sort of thing, or?
I think we both just start talking very loud. Like it was very silent, but then immediately like, yeah, only a few more days till Left 4 Dead 2 comes out. It's good. It's gonna be a game.
I've been looking forward to it.
Oh yeah, I've been playing, and it's
Okay.
I'm gonna play Nick.
It's okay. Sorry about that.
You want some eggs?
Actually, I think someone downstairs wants us to finish this as soon as possible.
I thought you were gonna say someone downstairs wanted eggs.
I thought so too.
Yeah.
Well, what are you doing?
Do you remember those vampires I was telling you about?
Yes.
Sorry, Kanan. I did this. It was a while ago. Anyway, this family was under the same influence as Julian, and we saved him. I'm hoping that we can help them.
Cool.
Do you
Makes
want
sense.
to come with us?
I don't know. I mean, there's a lot of important classes today at school, so I want to come.
Okay.
I was this close to being proud of you.
Not today.
Then let's go. And I'll lead everyone to the car.
I gotta... Give me just a second. I'll be out in a moment. And then as you two head out, I'm going to go down to the basement, kind of knock on the door.
Oh, what, Avery?
Hey, it's me. Sorry. There's not a way for me to say anything that's gonna make you feel better, so just know that that's not my intention, okay? But I was the one that wanted Avery to come to you. I kind of heard you guys talking, and I'm sorry. That was probably a bad move on my part, but I care about both of you. I just wanted you to be in the loop of what was going on. And like Avery said, when we finish this up, you can have it and do whatever you need to do. Part of it for me is I kind of want to make sure it works. consistently? Because also, I would hate for you to get all the way home and it doesn't work. So, let's just call this a trial run. We'll hope for the best. And then if it works, dope. If it doesn't work, I promise you, I'm going to do everything I can to help find something that does work. It's not buffalo chicken dip, but I made some breakfast. There's eggs upstairs. You guys should probably get something to eat. Sorry again. And then Kanan just walks back upstairs.
Isla slowly closes the door, unsure.
Awesome. So yeah, as the camera cuts in on the other side of the door, is there anything that you're doing down here for the moment, Isla Hart?
She's going back to bed.
Awesome. Yeah, you go back in next to Julian, who's just fucking sawing logs. Like, he hasn't been asleep, like, actually, in about 2 weeks. So he laid down after eating a lot of food last night and was out. And he is just like, you know, like a mass of limbs and has just been fucking conked.
I think to add a little spice, Isla will like slide her way into whatever position he's in, but she's confused. She's not going back to sleep.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Confused about
what she just said to those people that have been very nice to her.
Gotcha. Noted. All right, so you, Kanan, head out to join Jason and Avery in the car. You head across town to a mobile home park. You know the way, Avery, after going there.
Yeah.
You know, at this point, about a week and a half ago. And you head up to the door. You know, having to blitz from car to overhang of the porch in the pouring rain. Unless you don't.
No, I do. But then as soon as I park, Jason, are you shotgun or backseat?
Backseat.
I'll turn around and I'll look at you, Jason. I'll go, you're like retired now, right?
I think unemployed is probably closer to what I am.
You're freelance.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Noted.
I actually was going to ask you something about that when we were done here, while we were already in the car. I found a record about a place where I could maybe get some equipment, because I can't really make it
right
myself anymore. So I was thinking about stealing instead.
Okay.
If we could get a ride there, because I'm kind of moral support right now.
Yeah, we can do that.
And not much else.
We'll have to stop by your house so I can drop this back off to Isla, but yeah, then we can do that.
Cool. Appreciate it.
The reason I asked is because the person I'm about to go see was the one who was afraid of you. Remember all those years ago?
Oh, yeah.
Years ago.
Oh, yeah. You mean last Friday? No, it's been longer than that. But
not by much.
2 weeks ago, right?
Yeah.
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 It actually was 3 Fridays ago.
Yeah.
2 weeks, 3 weeks. Oh, look, I mean, I don't even know what my assignments meant anymore, so
yeah,
it's fine.
All right, let's do this. And I will send a text message to Elsie that says, "Don't freak out, Jason is unemployed."
You also, so you come
like
up to the door and you hear from inside, like there is a flurry of movement inside. What sounds like a closet door like being whipped open, and like things being thrown out, and like something being like a go bag or something getting like yoinked.
Elsie, you're fine. We're here to help. I swear.
Are you sure?
I promise. Jason
like waves from like the back of the group. Hello.
Kanan kind of quietly like, Elsie's a vampire?
Yeah. The door eventually opens, and yeah, you see Elsie Clement, who is sitting there, with like a big duffel bag like slung over their shoulder, and it's like, "Hi."
We're here to help.
Yeah, no, their eyes are just like deer head, and Jason is the headlights.
I can wait in the car.
No, don't kill me and my family, please.
Couldn't even if I wanted to. I got fired.
Oh. Ugh. Sorry.
It's fine.
They like flop the bag down. Okay. Welcome to my home. And they like step aside and like give you the big arm, like letting you in.
How are they?
Not great.
How bad's it been?
It's gotten worse. Been really kind of clammy, and the breathing's just kind of gotten more and more ragged.
Okay. So I need you to kind of go over there and not really look in this direction, okay? Trust me.
Okay. All right. And they go to the area that you had pointed out.
Mm-hmm. And I'll go over to Caden and Jason, and I'll kind of lift up the bag that we have the stuff in, and I'll go. Okay, so last time when this worked, we didn't really have to do a whole lot other than just kind of hold them together. But just be careful, like avert your eyes until we can be sure that they're connected.
Okay.
Cool. Jason's actually just gonna go stand by LC, also facing away.
Yeah, they sort of unconsciously tense as you pull a saddle up next to them.
I like lean over and I'm like, just between you and me, I have no idea what they're doing.
Oh, I don't know if that fills me with confidence, but I appreciate the attempt.
What I'll tell you is that they've done it once on someone who I'm assuming is a lot like, what is this, your parents?
Yeah, it's my mom and dad.
Yeah, someone who had the same condition, as your parents, and he's fine now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's walking around, he's eating. It's great. It's like...
All right, good. Awesome.
So, like, were you a vampire, like, at the party, too?
Yeah.
Dang.
I was, I gave Cooper a pointy hickey.
Oh my god, I completely missed that.
Yeah, I didn't hurt him. I just, it's a vampire. Look, I had to explain to Avery, it's hard to find people that are just like, yeah, I'll give you some of my blood. So you gotta, I don't kill anyone, I promise.
Okay, look.
Okay.
I do. So, like, you're doing better than I did. Okay, past tense. I don't do it. Don't now. Well, exceptions.
Yeah.
But you're fine.
Okay.
We're fine. I got nothing against you or your family.
I
so.
appreciate that. Yeah.
Gosh, I wonder how they're doing.
Yeah.
Because I honestly don't know if it makes sound or not, because I wasn't there when they did it last time.
Gotcha.
I think it's just a visual thing, but that's why we're looking away and not plugging our ears.
Oh, okay. Awesome.
This is my favorite.
So the two of you are, I'm assuming things are moving sort of similar to how they did in the basement the night before.
Yeah, I just do exactly what I saw Isla complete and do with Julian. I just do the exact same thing.
Yeah, you place the amulet sort of like right below like the collarbone on. Do you go for their dad or their mom first?
Who looks worse? Or are they pretty similar?
It looks like if you, I guess, had to guess, it was again sort of based off of what LC has told you. It sort of happened to their dad first.
Then their dad.
Yeah. Awesome. So yeah, you do that, and A few moments later, the light kind of shines from the backpack, kind of purple and eerie, and then it is sort of counteracted by this sort of ruby amulet that you've placed. And slowly you start to see the lights, I guess, come on. The eyes sort of dance and open, and he wakes up. But yeah, he's still kind of a little disoriented, a little confused. And as you switch the necklace over to the other side, she begins to wake up as well. And the two of them sort of, are blinking a lot and shaking their heads. And Elsie is still standing behind you, kind of back to the situation. And the two of them sort of start to and try to sit up.
I'll grab everything and stuff it back in the bag carefully. Mm-hmm. And then I'll just go put a hand on Elsie's shoulder and I'll go, you can turn around now.
They turn around with hope in their eyes, but they make eye contact with you first and say, thanks.
You're welcome.
And they look and they see their parents. And they run forward and just kind of like try to horizontal flop it. They're on like two separate sofas, so like it's weird and awkward, but they just need to be in contact with their parents. And they, for a few moments, just have a nice little reunion.
I'll kind of like nod to Jason and Kanan, like, let's give them a moment, like let's give them their time, and kind of go to head out.
All of them, before you guys start leaving, give you a big thank you. But they very quickly kind of go back to just being together. And the three of you disembark.
I feel like when we get back in the car, I pull out my phone and I start texting Isla like, hey, good news. It worked. We're on our way back.
Fantastic. So you guys start heading back towards the Chen's house. Mm-hmm. You start driving back and crossing town, and Kanan, you hear it first. Behind you, you start hearing this very quick, and as you look back, you see three quickly shuffling creatures that are chasing your car.
Avery, drive faster.
On it.
Things very much like you saw in your attic, Avery, as you look in the rearview mirror and you see three of these things that are scuttling after you rapidly.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So car chase, huh?
Yeah.
And as soon as I tell her to like speed up, I'm texting everyone in my family group chat, SOS, headed to Chen's.
And you floor it and start flying through town. These things are doing their best to keep up with you. They're not quite as fast as your car, but like the gap is not getting big enough to be comfortable.
I'm trying to lead them. Like I'm purposely taking a little bit of an off route way to get them away from like Main Street. Like I do not
trying to take the sort of back roads, not the main drag where people could be walking.
Exactly. So I do kind of go a little bit of the longer way, but just enough that I'm on some backer roads.
Avery, roll to run away.
Okay.
You're driving.
Okay, what's my volatile? Bad, I think, right? Yeah.
You roll with dark though.
You're right, I do.
Stop forgetting that.
Also, use any strings that you have on the car.
I will say, if you two want to do anything to grant Avery forward, you're more than welcome to. That looks like boxcars.
It's not boxcars, but it is a 10.
Awesome, fantastic. So that's a full success. Yeah,
Hell
you
yeah.
Fucking kick it. Like you go so far as. Is your car a stick? I don't think we've mentioned if you're.
It's an Oldsmobile. Sure. You know what? That's a cool image.
They had automatic.
All right, it's auto.
But...
Fine. I'm not that cool.
Well, no. If you want it to be stick shift, I'm saying, is it stick shift? It's cooler
I
if you
imagine
stick shift.
it's the one where it's the gear shift.
It's up here
on the wheel.
Yeah. That's exactly what it is.
Yeah. No, you do like where you move it like past drive, and I hope that maybe you can do like the weird like where some cars let you go into manual if you need to.
It's a maximum overdrive.
Yeah, switch it into maximum overdrive. And yeah, you start just zooming these things on your tail. The gap increasing, but again, like I said, not far enough for you to be comfortable in any way. But you remember Mrs. Chen had a friend over that warded the house. Mm-hmm. So you just need to make it back to the Chens, and you should be protected in some regard. And with a 10, you start just... I don't think you know how to Tokyo drift, but like it's close. It's one of those things. It's messy, and you sort of sloppily kind of try to slide turns and stuff just to kind of keep your speed up. Mm-hmm. And you come screeching out in front of the house, and you get out and you run. And it's almost as like you didn't notice it before, but it's something like in the way that like you're feeling the presence of danger in doing so. As you sort of hit a point on the lawn, you feel this like kind of like when like you get like a puff of like warm air that passes you, but it's subtle. Mm-hmm. And you look back as these things close the distance and wham, hit something that is in front of you, and try to test the boundaries of whatever this warded space is. And they're just sitting you, the two of you, Jason, Kanan. What you're seeing, you've only heard described by Avery, and the bit of glimpses you've seen of the big creature, the smart one, the one that has hunted and taunted you. These things are grotesque. They're small and covered in, the hard shell you'd see on like crustaceans, but also like having, cephalopod sort of appendages, and like fish, like big fish eyes, and strange sort of writhing tails. Just this scary mishmash of whatever sea life was just hucked together to make these strange hunting creatures. And they're sitting there just trying to get to you, but the ward holds. And after a few moments of trying to burst through to no avail, they scuttle off into the neighborhood, and then they're gone.
So, there's those things.
Fuck!
Were there always 3 of them?
I've only ever seen the one.
Did they... MC question, did they scatter off together or did they split off?
I mean, they went in the same general direction.
Okay.
They kind of, like if like a houses are there, they kind of took different sides, but they're all sort of going in the same cardinal direction. Okay.
Yeah, it's not good.
Kanan is going to honestly stay outside and just keeping watch.
Yeah, Isla, you hear on the floor above you, quick feet happening. And then a couple moments later, the 3 of you hear the shing of a sword as Deborah draws her saber and is stepping out onto the porch. Are you okay?
Yeah, we're okay. The ward held up. Nothing happened.
Okay.
We just got chased, but we're all good.
By what?
Just turn over and look at Avery.
Yeah. Here, I'll describe it to you, and I do.
Awesome. Yeah, like while you're describing things, she puts the saber back into its sheath. Whew, I am glad that I had those done.
Yeah, that was really smart of you.
Whew. Okay.
Let me go. And I look at Kanan and Jason, and I go, I know that we can't stop her, but she has to know about that, right?
I'll tell her. She's not pissed at me.
Okay. And I'll hand you the bag with everything.
I'll head on downstairs to Isla whenever we're ready to do that.
No, that's fine. We can go straight to that. Yeah, so you knock on Isla's door.
Knock, knock, knock.
The third knock in probably 45 minutes.
It takes Isla to get a little bit to get to the door. She opens it. Look, Avery, I'm sorry. Jason.
Yep, it's me. I got the stuff back.
Oh, come on in. It's your house.
Sure.
Julian, wake up.
I'll come in.
What?
It worked.
What?
Yeah, we used it on these things, the weird statue and the weird amulet.
They worked on me too, yeah.
They did. So it's worked 3 times now. We did it on 2 more people, and they seem great. They came to. They recognize people.
Cool. That's really good. And he sort of like gives you like a, hey, that's good news, right? Sort of a pat on your arm there, Isla.
It's great news. Thank you. Well, I guess thank God. Thanks.
You're welcome. I'm gonna turn to Julian. Are you feeling okay? Anything different besides being conscious again?
I think I feel pretty all right. I didn't sleep for like, how long did you say I was down? Like
2 weeks. 2 weeks.
Like 2 weeks ish. Yeah. So like I didn't like actually sleep that whole time. So I feel better now though, because I slept really well.
Cool. Okay. So nothing coming back.
No, nothing.
Like it's not.
It's not.
I just want to make sure that you don't have to be like
redone.
This isn't like a regular thing.
Yeah. No, I feel great.
Speaking of coming back, do you have any memories of what happened?
I mean, a little bit. I mean, it was like I told you. I left you.
Right.
After I was here. And yeah, I don't know. I made it a couple hours out, maybe. And I just kind of got blindsided.
Yeah, I just didn't know if you saw anything.
Some big thing like with the tentacles.
Right.
And it was like, but it was really fast. And then there was a flash of like of light, and then the eyes.
What color was the light?
I mean, it was a lot, but it was, I guess, mainly like a purple. And then there was just 6 kind of really gruesome eyes. And
okay, that helps.
Great. And Jason is just gonna like walk over and like find a table or a chair or something to like set the bag down on. And while like he's walking and doing that, says to Isla, one other thing that you should know probably about this. You remember when Avery told us about the thing that attacked her grandma?
I do.
Yeah, so after we were done at LC's place, 3 of them chased us all the way back here.
3?
Yeah, turns out there's 3 at least. So, I know you're thinking about taking this off somewhere, so just be prepared for that.
Are you guys okay?
Yeah, no, the house is warded, so once we got back, they couldn't get in.
Good.
It was only, I think that we were only running away from them for how long was the drive?
It was from the mobile home park to theirs, maybe with how fast you drove, about 5 to 7 minutes.
Okay. Yeah, they were only chasing us for like 5 or 7 minutes or so.
Where did they go?
Jason just shrugs. They ran back off into the neighborhood once they realized they couldn't get to us.
What way?
I tell the way that they went.
Towards the direction of the sea, at least.
Shoot.
Figures, yeah.
It's not what I wanted to hear.
They ran deeper into the mainland.
Yay!
We must landlock ourselves some more!
Yeah. Yeah, so... What, they went the direction you think they would have.
Of course. Thank you for that.
Yeah. And like Jason starts to walk back towards the door, and when he's about to leave, turns back and says, I'm not gonna stop you from leaving. No one here is gonna stop you from leaving. But as long as you guys need to stay here, you have the basement to stay in, so use it as long as you like or as short as you wish. Closes the door.
Oh, I'm such a bitch, aren't I?
I wouldn't say that.
You can say it. I know.
No, I'm not going to say that. I'm not going to say that about you. Look, you've got...
I'll say it. Go right through the door.
Hey, Jason, I know I just met you. You're not helping, bud.
You all knew that I was still here. I just closed the door. I'm leaving now. Footstep, footstep, footstep.
Thank you. You've got a lot to think about, and...
I didn't, I didn't plan to make friends when I came here.
I know.
You're just so likable.
Shut up.
And he nudges you.
You know it's all an act.
You're just so sweet and pretty.
Julian.
You make everyone fall in love with you.
Everyone?
I mean, yeah, you definitely broke that one kid's head.
God, I'm such a
The
bitch.
Cipriano kid. Nah, it's fine. He's a Cipriano, right?
Yeah, but he's innocent in all this. I hope.
Yeah, fingers crossed, I guess.
The thing is, though, they still can't help us. Like you said, it's hours to Dad.
I know.
And last time I checked, none of them have gills, so.
No, they do not.
So I have to leave them.
I know. And that doesn't mean that you have to stay permanently gone. You can always come back to them.
As a visit, though.
Well, yeah. You don't have to be gone forever. I mean, your family is back home, but you can split your time. Don't feel like you need to push them away if that's what you're doing.
Yeah, I just thought it would be easier if there was nothing here for me anymore.
You're Isla Hart.
No, I am not.
But the sentiment remains. You're meant for more than just farming kelp.
Don't let Dad hear you say that. He's pretty convinced I'm taking over the family business.
Oh, yeah, no, it's fine. I can do that.
Would it, still be the family business then?
Yes.
Good to know.
What I'm saying is don't, I'm not going to say it. Don't be mean to your friends.
I know.
Just because you don't want to have a teary-eyed goodbye with them because you feel like you can't come back here. Because you can.
Have I told you that I'm glad you're back?
You haven't, actually, but I would assume the many sound effects from last night were you saying that.
Yeah,
so.
they were.
Look at you, Angelfish.
Stop. They're upstairs. Maybe Jason's still outside the door.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Oh, gross.
Jason, dude!
Kidding, he's not there.
Jason's like, I live here. I can be wherever I want.
As much as I'm awake and just kind of want to keep you down here, you should go make up with your friends.
Okay. But you're not staying down here either.
Oh, no, I didn't eat for 2 weeks. I'm so hungry.
Yeah.
I burned through literally everything I ate apparently already.
Wow.
Also, how I held it last time I was here. How do I go to how do landfolk relieve themselves?
Well, there's this thing called a toilet.
That's in the wet room
Yes.
over there. Gotcha.
I just kind of, And she's like squatting. What are we doing?
Your very ignorant to the ways of the land boyfriend is trying to figure out how to go to the bathroom.
I gathered that.
Cool. Gotcha. I'll figure it out. But I'll be right.
If you need any help, just let me know.
I love you.
Love you too.
Stop being sappy.
I can't help it. Although
He disappears into the bathroom.
You did not describe specifically which one of the three things in the bathroom is a toilet. I swear to God, if that shit's in my sink.
it's the bowl-looking one.
That's
also a
all
sink.
three of them. That's also the bathtub is just bigger.
That's funny.
I'll trudge upstairs.
Awesome.
When you get up there, Jason is like talking to, or is Kanan still here? I'm sorry, did you stay outside?
I stayed outside.
Okay, I'm outside chatting with Kanan then.
You two, as you, Ava, are you still outside too? Sorry, you three. As you are sort of sitting there talking, you do start hearing the quick sound of footfalls coming sort of off to your left. And quickly leaping into the warded area, you see woman, probably 19, 20 years old, skin very comparable to the same tone that Kanan has, with just a wonderfully curly jumble of hair that is just free all over the place, stands. I feel like she's probably on par with your parents, Kanan, in height. So
yeah,
she's
I always
probably
imagine she's
at least
tall.
pushing 6 feet. Like she's a tall, not anywhere near as ripped as your mother, dad, or your aunt, but like she's formidable in size. And you, Kanan, I feel like you're probably at least somewhat tall. I feel like she's probably got like an inch or two on you.
Yeah, Kanan is like touching 6 foot, and I imagine that Madison is like 6'2".
Yeah. And yeah, the two of you just immediately fall into like peas in a pod, like sibling sort of step.
Ah! Kanan, like, you guys all see Kanan, like, hearing the footfalls, claws bared, borderline snarling, and then immediately, as soon as this person jumps out, Kanan literally makes that noise, the ah! And then, like, runs over and, like, sweeps her up in a big hug.
Yeah, it's big and it's loud and it's obnoxious, and the two of them. What the fuck is happening?
Oh my god! Everything?
Okay.
So, okay, first off, come closer, because
Hi.
we are in a lot of danger.
Yeah. But your dad said that there was like a bubble. There was a bubble around around the shit. Yeah.
Yes.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah. Awesome. Let's get you inside. You got to meet everybody.
Okay. Cool.
And so, like, lead everybody inside, and I assume we just all like go to the kitchen or somewhere.
Yeah.
And I'm just kind of like, everybody. Actually, here's a question: would Jason have met her?
Jason probably's met Maddie at some point.
Okay. So
you guys have been friends for a while. You're familiar with each other's families. Yeah. I think Maddie's probably maybe a sophomore in college. So
yeah. Maddie, you know Jason. Maddie, this is my friend Avery.
Hi.
Avery, this is my sister Madison.
Hi, Madison.
Hi, it's good. She reaches out a hand for you. She gives you a very firm handshake.
Damn.
Yeah, she's got a grip.
And to preemptively answer your question, yes.
What? My question?
No, Avery's. Also Avery knows about us. She's also got stuff going on. And she knows about us. Avery can turn into a bird. And yeah, Kanan is going to do their best to give her a rundown of everything that goes on, but also it's through like the lens of very excited to see their sister and that she's okay.
Yeah. Not too long after your sister shows up, your mom does enter the house as well. Like your mom was probably the one that was on duty, as it were, and caught scent of Maddie, and so came over to check on things. Okay, so there's a lot happening.
Yeah.
You got a lot going on here. Cool. Nice. And you were all standing in the yard. Can I ask why? Apparently there's things on the there's like things.
Yeah, we were being
she, like,
chased.
makes like weird like spider hand things.
Yeah. They're amalgamations of different sea creatures, and they have poison barbs, so watch out for that.
Yeah, sea creatures are fucked up.
No, don't say that.
Isla walks in at that point.
Well, yeah. Well, I mean, it's just like you've seen like an anglerfish. Those things are scary as hell.
They're
Or the ones that kind of sit there and like you don't see them, and then they go, and they just kind of suck stuff in. It's just
they're just
scary.
misunderstood.
Like,
That's just kind of how they have to live. Yeah.
Hey, Isla. This is my sister, Madison. Madison, this is our friend, Isla. She lives in the sea.
I just
Which
offended
is a
you
great
greatly,
place.
didn't I? Apologies.
It's okay. I get it a lot up here.
You know, they say that we know more about space than the bottom of the ocean. So,
There's not much going on down there.
is the megalodon real? I'm not going to ask you that right now. We'll talk later. It'll be fine. So, what's the plan?
I actually think I have one.
Awesome.
So I've been getting pieces of that journal of my great-great-grandmother's, and she talks about this happening the last time. and they were trying to make a bridge to the ocean. And I've been thinking about it and ruminating on it, and the pier's under construction, guys. I think that's where they're building this bridge. And maybe if we sever one end, the other end goes away.
Hey, Mariah.
Yes.
Not Mariah.
Yes.
Isla. You are Isla right now.
Who am I?
Roll me dark.
Oh no. Oh, a 6.
No.
You said
It's
6?
a 6.
All right, never mind. Yeah, you. There's a pier. It's getting rebuilt.
I think that's a advancement for me too.
Oh shit! It is. Yeah, I checked everyone's advancement XP before the game started.
Oh man.
You let me know what you're thinking about taking there.
I'll need a bit.
Yeah, remember that.
Take
you
another
can't-
skin move.
That one.
Take the werewolf and join a wolf pack.
There you go. Remember that you can also just bump one of your stats up by 1. That's always a very useful and
But if
easy
it's
choice.
-1, if I bump it up 1, does it go to 0?
It would go to 0. Yep.
Interesting.
But then it's a straight roll. And you don't
I was gonna say still
subtract
better
from
than
it anymore.
-1.
Yeah, I'll up my dark. We'll just do that.
You're gonna up your dark
Yep.
to a 0. Awesome.
You failed dark and you went.
Very
never
good
again.
choice, honestly. Very good choice. Sorry for interrupting you, Avery. Continue.
No, I don't know for sure if that's what's happening, but it might be at least worth it to check it out.
Fantastic.
I think Avery just kind of waits to see what everyone thinks of her half-baked plan.
Well, here's a question. Did those things chase us because they can track when the objects are being used? Or do we think it was just happenstance? I personally don't think that. It's just too coincidental.
I mean,
You could
So, I mean-
you could always roll to gaze in the abyss.
Okay. I'll do it.
Love that. Love
Yeah.
that answer.
I never roll with gaze dark.
Yep.
But I want to take the Isla advancement where I don't have a negative in dark anymore.
Well, hey, I think you're one away from
7.
That's
Partial
a 7.
success.
Partial success. So specifically, you're trying, I'm assuming, to gauge how they got on your trail.
That and if they're still out there stalking us.
Gotcha. Cool. So, yeah. Have you ever successfully gazed before?
No.
This is an exciting moment. So, show us, tell us what this looks like. Is there a outward sort of manifestation that happens? Do your eyes do something? And then also show us what, you see in, your mind palace.
I imagine that whenever Kanan gazes, their eyes turn into that very yellow kind of slit
The
wolf-like.
vulpine sort of.
And I imagine my mouth and my nose kind of elongate a bit into more of that lupine nose.
You
as
sort of
opposed to human
slide
nose.
into that apex predator kind of half shift sort of thing,
Slightly.
mildly.
And I imagine that the vision is kind of like the Predator movies where it's scanning between thermal, night vision.
Your senses kind of take cool. Yeah, it's like a really fast moving slideshow for a second where your vision is flipping quickly through these different kind of overlays of things, and as they flash, it's sort of walking back what you've seen over the last 30 minutes. And as it gets to that point at the Clement's house when you brought them back, you see one and then another of this essentially beacon that happened from you being somewhere that was unprotected. Originally the night before you were behind wards and somewhere safe when Isla and Avery did that for Julian, but you were just out essentially in the open, and you telegraphed exactly where you were. And so quickly the dogs were sent.
Kanan kind of comes back to himself, face shifting back and like kind of contorting back to normal. I'm just gonna... I know you wanted to keep that on you at all times, Avery, but we need to leave that here. The wards work. So I don't think we should take it out of the wards unless we're ready to use it again.
I look at Isla at that. Like, Avery doesn't answer.
We best be getting a move on then.
We do have a stop to make first. And I'll look over at Jason.
Thinking maybe we can steal a little extra for the road.
Yeah, might as well at this point.
We're getting weapons.
Where?
From?
I was talking to Avery about this earlier. I found a record in my dad's office of kind of like a resupply like station for my old employer. And since I can't make my own stuff anymore, we got to do it the old-fashioned way.
Your mom kind of kicks in. Oh, the Augusta Depot.
That's the one.
It's okay, Mrs. Chen. We're just gonna do a light breaking and entering.
No, it's, I mean, for the most, it's like it's a stash house. It's not like it's nothing like the office is.
So
Good.
it's not guarded.
I mean, they've definitely got cameras and other things, like, so you need to be careful. There might be alarms and that sort of thing. She goes back to that trunk that she had pulled her sword out from the day before, and tries to find it. Like, it looks like an old, like, essentially like a set of credentials, like, you know, like a swipe card or something. I don't know if this will work, but here, I don't have your dad's, but it might work. I don't know if they took me out of things.
It's an old access code, but it checks out, sir.
That was a good pull.
As soon as you said it, I was like, God damn it.
Yeah, she's yeah, they've got a bunch of weapons that haven't been doled out to people, in case anyone's in the field and in the area and something goes haywire, they can resupply, fix their wounds if they need to.
Well, we're going to be out in the field. We'll need to resupply. So I don't know if this will work, but thank you. I mean, it's worth trying.
Just be careful, please. I don't want you to be gone again.
I'll be back.
Okay.
Jason hugs his mom.
Yeah, she gives you a big hug back. Cute.
All right.
Awesome. So what's the plan?
I think we're going to the stash house.
Are we doing a heist episode?
What? So what is Isla's plan? Because I will say Augusta, like I said, is about 45 minutes away from Harborvale. So is Isla still toying with the idea of leaving, or?
Yes, especially because if there are weapons, she can use one to...
Oh, so you are planning on going with them to said depot?
Yes,
then?
please.
Awesome. Cool. I didn't know if you were still like being like, I'm gonna go
I'm trying
now.
to be friends.
She's with
Okay.
us.
As all of us leave, because the alternative was all of us leave Isla alone with the stuff. So this would be a good change.
Yeah.
On second thought.
Cool. Gorgeous. Fantastic. Do you bring anyone else with you, or is it just you four?
Is Julian coming?
Julian could come. I mean, I'm assuming your car normally seats 5.
Comfortably.
But like Maddie is also there. If you'd like to bring a Maddie along,
it's like
it would just be a little cramped.
the front seat could have somebody in the middle. It's one of those.
Is it
yeah.
like a
that
bench,
fold-down thing?
a bench?
It's a bench seat,
sort
so
of
there
thing?
could be 3 in the front,
Gotcha.
but it would be close.
I can sit on Julian's
Yeah.
lap. Talk about the first thing that pops up.
Yeah. Julian goes, I am okay. With
All right, listen.
Shotgun.
I was catatonic for 2 weeks.
Yeah, I know. Shotgun.
Okay. Yeah, I was just talking about Avery's reaction to me enjoying the idea of Isla sitting on my lap. I wasn't reacting to you, Jason. I was reacting to you, Avery.
Okay, let's get
Right,
in the car.
but
I was
just so
you
you
want
understand,
shotgun.
my reaction of shotgun is my reaction to your reaction to Avery's reaction. I don't want to be sitting next to anything.
Gotcha. Can someone answer one crucial question? To
Shotgun
me? That
is when
what's a
someone
shotgun?
wants to
Yeah.
sit in the front seat.
Oh, okay, cool.
I'm not. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Oh
Nice. All right. So we're
It
gonna
can
go.
actually, around these parts, people actually call it high hosey.
boy. What the fuck is that?
I'm not kidding. In dialect, in like the New England area, I'm
It's
pretty
a
sure it's high
colloquialism,
hosey.
Yeah, high hosey. Yeah.
I refuse.
We learned.
That's
we learned
fake.
that from
Moving
I think
on.
was that from our folklore professor in college when we took folklore together.
They also don't call them Skittles. They call them Wobbledy-Doos. Let's get the fuck on the road.
Yeah.
We can put that as a Twitter poll later of
Wait,
shotgun or high
str-
hosey.
strange, word thing. Are you? Do you think it's catty corner or kitty corner?
Caddy corner.
Patty.
Catty corner.
Yeah, I've heard people say kitty corner, and I don't like it.
I don't like that at all.
All right, cool. Thank you.
I
for,
start driving.
Yeah.
Thank you for vindicating me. I appreciate it. So, yeah, if you decide that Maddie's coming, then, yeah, everyone's kind of smushed in. Isla, you're sitting on Julian's lap, and it's tight. It's tight in there.
I actually think Maddie should stay at the house
Awesome.
because the
Maddie
artifacts
stays
are
then.
there.
Mm-hmm.
So the more defense there, the better.
That works. You've got your badass sister, your badass mom, and Jason's badass mom.
Yeah,
So-
moms.
Let's see that episode.
Yeah, right?
I love that.
That is the team up I did not know I wanted.
Yeah, they'll
Is that a
walk out
Patreon
of the
episode?
lawn. They'll have that moment that was in Avengers Endgame.
I knew it. And then suddenly Jason's mom's like, "Hey, Peter Parker, you got something for me?" And Peter Parker's like, "How do you know me?"
Why am I here? I'm Tom Holland.
Hey guys, it's me.
Gorgeous. So you guys take off down the way out of town for a bit of a drive. I looked up what the capital of Maine was. I don't know geographically where Augusta, Maine is, but it's somewhere, and you drive that direction. I'm sorry, any listeners who might be in Maine. And also sorry for making fun of High Hoosie, but whatever. But yeah, you drive for a while. Do you guys? What's the vibe? I guess in the car. There was this sort of awkward confrontation earlier that's not really been resolved. Is it kind of awkward and quiet? Is there mild chit chat?
Everyone gets mad at me because Kanan turns on NPR.
Absolutely
Oh,
not.
come on.
I am driving. Driver picks the music. Haven't you seen Supernatural?
No.
Does that show exist? Yeah, let's find out. What did we say this is? 2009?
Yeah.
Sure.
I think it existed.
It was like 2004 or something.
I think it did.
2005, yeah.
Boom.
All right, fine. I just kind of figured since we're all skipping school, we could learn something, but okay.
I
What do you
let
put
Kanan
on,
play
Avery?
NPR. Oh,
Oh, okay.
I flip it to a random radio station
okay, good.
just for everyone else's sake.
I have like the tape deck thing that like, and you have to put it in the tape and then it has the cord.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, classic.
Yeah.
What are Avery's radio presets in this car?
95.3,
Okay,
the deep.
Yeah, the deep is on there.
And is oddly silent.
Oh yeah, what is that? What's on that radio station right now?
Right now, it's just
Truly nothing?
I think ads that are rolling on a loop.
It's on automation.
Yeah,
Wow.
but yeah, no one's at the station.
The next one is like alternative pop punk, and the one after that is definitely like show tunes.
Everyone's favorite show tunes radio station.
Yeah.
41.2.
It's like one of those local ones. Yeah, exactly.
42nd Street.
Oh, I love that. That's exactly it.
That wouldn't be right.
42.
41.2.
But yeah, you
42-point treat.
Thank you.
You guys sit there and there's a lot of like fiddling with the radio and plugging things in, and then Jason's like sitting there just going through the radio presets, and it's kind of weird and jumbled, and there's a lot of weird sound. But then eventually whatever Avery ends up throwing on starts going, and you continue to drive. About 45 minutes pass. And you all pull up to what looks like an old 7-Eleven that's been run down and is just kind of out of business. It's like so far that like the gas pumps seem to have been taken out, and so like there's the things where the pumps used to be, but like the pumps actually aren't there, and that's where you're at.
Well, this looks like nothing, so it's probably it.
All right. So your mom said that there's cameras and security system. I can go try and block them.
Sure. I mean, that's probably helpful.
All right. I'll shrug out of my leather jacket and toss it back in the car.
Please, it's pleather.
Pleather, you're right. 100%. Fuck. Yeah, I go through them so much I cannot afford real leather.
Yeah, no way.
And yeah, then I'll bird out.
You bird out. So you're attempting to find cameras and or disable them?
I want to find and disable any cameras I find. Yeah.
Awesome. Roll me volatile to disable a camera. Which
so dark.
Which you do roll dark for, yes.
11. It was boxcars -1. Wait, no.
11.
14. Because I'm rolling with dark, and I literally just said that and I forgot.
Didn't I?
I literally just said it and I forgot immediately.
Incredible.
I have a +2 in dark, so that was boxcars +2.
Yeah, you flit about, and managed to like get to like the cables behind the thing, and kind of yoink them, and you kind of just power the fuckers down, and cameras are taken care of.
I'll go land over by Jason and Avery.
Avery.
Yeah. It's all taken care of.
Great. That was great. Cool. And I think Jason just goes in to the old gas station and just like doesn't really know what he's looking for, so he just starts rifling through stuff, trying to find something that looks like a key, a card key slips in.
Yeah, you check the front door, and like the front door isn't like you don't see anything that's too obvious, and so you kind of make your way around the building looking for like side exits and stuff. And it looks like like a small, like it looks like a door size, but it's got like the garage door sort of shutter on it, like where they might load some, have like a forklift or something, like load some shit into, and you see a little zip,
zoop.
Meep, meep, meep.
I'll like take a couple steps back. Do I see anything happening?
No, like red light kind of flashed when you swiped that bad boy.
Yeah, that makes sense. Kanan?
Yeah, what's up?
You think you can help me with this door?
Am I just a body to you now? Just jokingly, and then I try and knock the door down.
Awesome. Roll me lash out physically.
Okay. It's daytime, right? Yeah.
It is daytime. Yeah.
Okay. Partial.
Man, you're loving those sevens today.
7, yeah.
How do I want to play a partial with this? Because you're not gonna give the string. Yeah. Well, I guess let's just take it to the list and see what you decide. So lashing out physically on a 7-9, you harm it, but she's won. Obviously they're not gonna learn anything about you. It's a door. So I either decide how bad the harm turns out, or you become your darker self.
How about you decide how bad the harm turns out?
I broke down this door, and now I'm wrestling with my feelings.
It's a thing like you kind of do like the apex predator sort of half thing, and you sort of get your claws into the bottom of the gate and lift it, and it groans as you're trying to essentially shove all of this back into like the roll that it sits in. And you get it up part of the way, and like, it's above your head, and you're sort of holding it there for people to go in, and it sort of slips and catches you in the shoulder and digs in a little bit. So you get it up, and you can feel like you're kind of breaking the motor on it a bit, just kind of by shoving it back so hard, but it fought you, and you're going to take a harm of gate damage.
Okay. Of gate damage.
You
You take 1d6 gate damage?
Yeah, one gate harm.
Okay.
But you've got the gate up, and you're kind of got it sitting on your shoulder, holding it for people to giving them the go.
Yeah.
Isla, are you heading in, or are you staying by the car?
I'll head in.
Awesome. So you all get inside. Kanan, you kind of do like the lift it up one more time, and sort of last second kind of push up and slide to the side
Shrug
and kind
my
of
way
let it
under.
come crashing back down to the ground. And you've made it inside. And as you walk into the space a little bit farther, you see so many shelves of like med kits and field supplies, and then the racks and racks of that black crystalline weapons. You feel like you're in that fucking moment in the Matrix when all of the racks of guns come swooping by. There's a lot of shit in here.
Yeah, there is.
And as you see this shop full of stuff that is going to help you greatly in things to come, Jason says something really cool to take us out. What is it, Jason?
Pick your ingredients. We're making some stew.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah! And I think that's a good place to call a game.
That's really good.
Thank you so much for listening to this episode of These Silent Secrets. If you liked what you heard and you want to support us, there's a bunch of ways to do that. I don't know if you knew about that. Some super easy ones. Are you ready? Wherever you're listening to us right now, odds are you've got some way to either rate, to subscribe, or to review the show. So if you do 1, 2, or all 3 of them, all of that goes a huge way in helping us get boosted in the old metrics game so more people see the show. So please and thank you. We would appreciate it greatly. Another crazy easy way is just to tell some buds about us. Word of mouth spreads like a virus, like a nice virus, unlike COVID-19, which Nicole and I both have at the moment. But if you spread the word about our show, and it goes, from one person to the next and spreads out, we can, just be the biggest viral internet sensation that there's ever been. So get on it, please and thank you. If you would like to take supporting us to a financial sort of level, we've got a whole system in place for you to do that over at patreon.com/ghostlightmedia, where you can donate to us monthly, get some fantastic rewards for yourself while you're at it, and in the meantime, support all the shows that you love on the Ghostlight Media Network. They're all fantastic. Go give them a listen. You can also check out our merch store at teepublic.com/store/ghostlight, where you can get some fantastic merch, like I said at the intro, all designed by the amazing Nicole Tuttle-Robb. Get some merch, rep the show. We'd love to see it. If you want to find us online, you can do so. Our website's thesilentsecrets.com. Our TikTok is at thesilentsecrets, and our Twitter is at silentsecretpod. You can find us all individually as well. You can find Nicole at NicoleVoice, Marcus at MarcusRVO, Mariah at _Mariah Clawson, Freddie at Freddie_PowPow, and myself at That Guy Zach Robb. We'll be back in 2 weeks with another episode. But until then, always remember that the front seat, if you're calling it, you call shotgun, not high hoozy, because high hoozy is stupid.
This has been a Ghostlight Media production.